Well, good morning, everyone. It is another beautiful day, as you can tell. Very, very blessed. Look at this beautiful blue sky. Just gorgeous. Thank you, Lord. Just beautiful day to get out and walk and enjoy some nature. Of course, there's a chemtrail over there, but what can you do? Anyway, okay, I want to give everybody a heads up, a warning. Well, not really a warning, more of a heads up on this one, okay? On this particular video, I'm going to kind of keep it a little more entertaining, somewhat lighthearted. Some people might be offended. Um, if you like the videos where I try to be entertaining, maybe a little bit funny, if I can be. I got kind of a dry sense of humor, so if I can be, then you'll probably like this video if you enjoy those, where you can like sit down with your coffee, or you're driving to from work or what have you. If you're looking for like the breaking intel news kind of stuff that people send me and share with me, and that I get mocked and scoffed at later about, and people make videos about, and call me all kinds of names about and everything, well, you're probably not gonna like this video. Because I'm not gonna I might get into some of that, but because I did get some interesting things sent to me from some friends, and but just really not in the mood for it, to be honest with you. Sometimes you gotta take a break from the so-called doom and gloom, and just enjoy. Enjoy the beautiful weather, enjoy the greenery, enjoy the sky. Oh, cool, you can still see part of the moon up there. Let me see. See that? Yep, there it is, folks. Wow, it's been so prominent lately. Crazy. Anyway, so yeah, I have to give Bobby7 credit for this. This is inspired by her comment. And I don't know Bobby personally, but Bobby's been around for quite a while on my video, or on my channel and other people's channels and so forth. And Bobby's very funny. Bobby tells it like it is. I like Bobby. Like I said, never met Bobby. Don't even know what Bobby looks like, but I like her comments. And she commented on the video that I shared on my community page, and that was put out by, I apologize, the woman's name, the lady's name is Patera, not Tara. I said Tara yesterday, I guess, or whenever I was talking about her before, but it's Patera of Appalachia's Homestead. And so Patera, if you're listening, I doubt you do, I doubt you even know who I am, but if you are, I apologize. And I appreciate your videos, and I appreciate especially the last one she put out. Because, excuse me, if people aren't aware, she was talking about, trying to help people of other generations be prepared for the times that we're in. And she mentioned, I guess those unpolitically offensive terms now, unpolitically correct or impolitically correct, whatever, offensive terms now, like, boomer and things of that nature. And people got their panties in a bunch, panties in a wad, whatever, everybody gets offended over everything now, and, so Patera puts out a video basically saying, I said nothing wrong, I was just, trying to explain, why it's important to help people of other generations to prepare, and for whatever reason they didn't or won't or don't know, or whatever the case may be. And people just got really offended, apparently. Well, Bobby7, when I shared shared Patera's video to my community page, Bobby7 commented, and she talked at the end about how people just have way too many participation trophies. Oh, I love it. I love it. And that's actually the title of this video. So it's inspired by her comment, participation trophies. Okay. What happened? I mean, seriously, what happened? When did we become so pansy in this society that we live in. I mean, because I've been sharing with my kids and other people I know or what have you, about a little bit about how I grew up, or, and they know a lot of this stuff anyway, and, and just looking at society in general, and looking at, the entertainment industry for instance and so forth. There were things like in the 80s in movies and television shows in the 90s and even up to the early 2000s where people didn't get so offended over everything. I mean, and certain things were funny, and it, and even if they were a little, I guess you could say, off-color humor type thing, it wasn't blatantly raunchy. Like nowadays, everything has to be raunchy for it to supposedly be funny. There's just, the humor is just raunchy, and it's disgusting. It really is vile, right? And people consider that funny. Well, I remember before, people could be funny without using all kinds of disgusting language and raunchy humor, like lately I've been watching the sitcom Malcolm in the Middle. The show just cracks me up, right? And it's interesting because that show was out like I don't know, in the early 2000s, I guess. And at that time, I'm listening to some of the dialogue and looking at the humor in that show. Well, in 2022, there's no way a show like that could continue. Same thing with like a show like The Office, or things of that nature that people might be familiar with if they watch sitcoms, in the late 90s, early 2000s, what have you. There were certain things that were funny that people would just find incredibly offensive now. I mean, they would just practically go out and picket and hold up signs on the road and stuff to try to boycott things, because they're so offended by everything. And so I don't know when we got so pansy. I don't know, but I want to say it was probably early 2000s, between like, I don't know exactly when, maybe mid 2000s, where I just noticed a change in everything, where people just got offended over everything. And I think a lot of it also had to do with the participation trophy thing. Because when I was a kid, I'm sure when you were a kid or whatever, you actually had to earn things. You earned a trophy, you earned a medal, you earned a ribbon. I mean, if you came in 4th or 5th, you got zilch, 1st, 2nd, 3rd place pretty much. After that, it's like, try harder next time. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, well, Johnny and Susie's being left out because they didn't do as well. And it's like, well, Johnny and Susie, maybe they should have trained harder. Maybe they should have practiced harder. Maybe they should have put more effort into whatever it is they were doing. I mean, look at that as an incentive to do better next time around. Not everybody, you don't just give everybody a trophy. And I first learned about this when I signed my kids up, my wife and I signed my kids up for YMCA sports. Because at the Y, everybody's included. Right? And, when my kids were younger, we had them play, YMCA sports, and both of them were somewhat athletic in certain things. Like my son could shoot the lights out on the basketball court from long distances, okay? But wanting him to drive the lane or crash the boards or get rebounds, forget that. He just wants to stand back and shoot, right? Well, that doesn't work on a lot of basketball teams, right? So, I mean, and my daughter, she was pretty athletic. She got further into dance later on in her life. She was a very good dancer. And my son got more into music, and he actually became a professional saxophone player. He still plays in the church, and he was in a jazz band and so forth. So everybody, has different interests. But when they were much younger, we tried to get him involved in sports, team sports and so forth. And I helped coach the basketball team and everything. But here's the thing, other than the exercise, which is good incentive and and, you know, learning to work as a team, and, you know, and the camaraderie and so forth. When you look at the competition, there wasn't any, because everybody knew everybody gets a participation trophy. It doesn't matter if you wiped the floor with all the other teams the entire season and you went undefeated, you got the same kind of participation trophy plaque thing of the team that didn't win a game at all. And I'm thinking, I was like, what is this? I mean, this is crazy. I mean, there should be, you know, when I was in the Navy, I played on a basketball team in my command, and our team was good. We were real good, and we won the Captain's Cup trophy. You know, I mean, we earned it. We deserved it. We kicked butt, you know. And it's just like, and the teams that didn't, you know, that didn't win, they got nothing. Try harder next year, you know, build a better team. What is this participation trophy garbage? I would be embarrassed if I lost every single game practically. My team was just complete losers and we get the same trophy or plaque as the team that won everything. What is this? You know? I remember watching you know, a show one time. It was a Star Wars Lego show or something one time, you know, and Yoda says, you know, because Luke is trying really hard, you know, but he's just not, you know, getting it, you know. And he's just like, well, he's almost implying like, well, where's my participation trophy? I'm trying real hard. I'm trying real hard, master. He's like, participation trophies for Jedi there are not. Not my best Yoda, but you get the impression. You get the point here. So, I mean, the bottom line is, folks, like Patera said in her video, and Bobby7 commented on, I mean, people are just weak, they're pathetic, they're pansies, they expect everybody to do everything for them. You know, if they didn't prepare, it's not their fault. You know, they're just going to take what you have, and you have to provide for them, and you have to, you know, do what you can to help them. You know what? I say forget that. Call me a non-Christian, call me whatever you want to call me whatever it is you want to call me. I say forget that. All right? I'm serious. I am totally, completely serious. Now, if people really, really, really need assistance, they couldn't afford it or whatever the case is, they're very desperate, hard times, hard situations, you know, and they really need help, that's one thing. But if you've been preaching and warning and telling people, your coworkers, your friends, your families, year after year after year after year, and you've been nothing but mocked, scoffed, ridiculed, ignored, made fun of, people, you're the butt of everybody's jokes, and then these people come to you saying, help me, help me, help me. Well, I'm not saying slam the door in their face, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I'm going to help you, but you're going to sit your butt down and you're going to listen to every freaking word I've got to say right now. Because I tried to tell you for years and you didn't want to listen. And all you wanted to do was mock and scoff, and all you wanted to do was live your life on your terms, whatever you wanted to do. And now the SHIT has hit the fan, and now you're panicking, and now you're scared. You know? And guess what? You're still here. Now, if the rapture happens and everything, ignore this. This is pointless. This is meaningless. It's a joke. It doesn't matter. You're out of here. But if the rapture doesn't happen, as soon as people think it might, and you got to endure a little longer, you got to be here a little longer, what is the plan? What is the plan? Is there a plan? See, so for all these people mocking and scoffing and talking about, you know, doom and gloom and, you know, and why are you planting a garden and why are you learning this and why are you learning that and why do you talk about self-defense and why do you talk about first aid and you're just scaring people, you're just giving people a lot of fear and, you know, and on and on and on. Well, again, you choose to watch, you choose to listen. At least if you're an adult, you know, with a functioning brain, you choose to watch and listen to what you choose and watch to, and what you want to listen to, and what you want to watch, right? I mean, use your brain, okay? You can turn things off, you can turn things on. It is your choice what you choose to watch and listen to. It is a choice, okay? I mean, everything is a choice. And so it really cracks me up when people always want to pass the blame onto someone else, you know? I mean, it's been going on since the time of the garden. It's the woman that you gave me, you know, and she gave me the fruit and I ate it, but it's your fault that you gave her to me. The blame game has been going on forever, folks. All right? And I just got to say, you know, this whole participation trophy mindset, and this whole, you know, it's not my fault, it's my folks' fault, it's their fault, it's society's fault, it's my neighbor's fault, it's somebody else's fault, it is going to get you absolutely nowhere. And so, yeah, play this video for your unbelieving family, friends, co-workers, the ones that are mocking and scoffing you or whatever. Because I'm going to tell you, when it hits the fan, and we're not out of here on that great white rapture, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not meaning white as in, you know, white people, you know what I'm talking about. But we're not out of here on that rapture cloud, okay? When people think we are. And if we are, great, awesome, hallelujah, praise the Lord, nothing to be concerned about, you're gone, boom, end of story. But if that is not the case, and you're not rescued, and your children aren't rescued, and other people aren't rescued, what is the plan? If you have to endure for several more months or years or whatever the case may be, and they have to endure for several more months, years, or whatever the case may be. So, I just got to say, you know, mock, scoff, make whatever videos you want, call people out, call them names, you know, just destroy their reputation, their lives, you know, do whatever you want if that's your thing, okay? But at the same time, you better have a plan yourself while you're doing that, because how many people you think is going to help you later down the road when your whole goal was to destroy other people's lives and to, you know, disparage those, besmirch those that were literally trying to help others by giving them information to help themselves and their families. Not scaring the hell out of them, you know, but if people have anxiety and fear and they can't handle it, then don't watch, don't listen. It is a choice. Stop blaming others for the choices that you make. Stop it. You know, it's not getting you anywhere. It's not getting anybody else anywhere, you know. And when it comes down to it, people are either going to help each other or they're going to kill each other, okay? I mean, so anything that I've put on this channel, on my community page, playlist, or whatever, it has always been to try to help people, entertain people at times, maybe try to make them laugh, you know, give them information, knowledge, whether you would like me or don't like me, agree with me, don't agree with me. Maybe it'll plant a seed to where you say, this guy is full of crap, but I'm going to go find somebody that really knows what they're talking about, because, you know, just to combat what he's saying. And then I'll, you know, I'll compare notes or whatever the case may be. And then, you know, kind of go from there. But, you know, if people really want to know who I am, what I know, what I can do, what I can't do, so forth and so on, come find me if you can. I'll talk to you. I'll meet with you. I'll, you know, I'll show you what I know. I'll help you if you really, really want to know, if you can find me. Good luck with that. Because, you know, from a personal standpoint, I don't feel that I need to really explain myself any further than I already have. I try to be as honest as I possibly can, as helpful as I can to as many people as I can for the time that I've been on these platforms, and try to use these platforms to help as many people as possible. And it's coming to a time where they're probably going to start shutting it down soon. The information I'm getting is that they're going to start shutting it down soon. The information I'm getting is on June 23rd, which is what, 2 days from now, I guess, whatever, I don't know. Look for some major decisions from the WHO and other organizations around that time frame. 23rd probably won't be reported till like the 24th or later or whatever. Check out my community page. I'm not going to get into all of it, but the SGT report and General McInerney and so forth, McInerney or however you pronounce his name. People are naming names. They're calling things out. It's going to get bad, folks. It's going to get bad. It's going to get interesting. And might even start as soon as the 23rd time frame or just after. So, which is interesting, you know, 623, 923, 923, 623. Just turn the 9 upside down or turn the 6 right side up. You know, I'm not shocked by the timing on that. But, you know, the bottom line is there are a lot of bad things happening, obviously, right now. It's getting worse. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. And a lot of the promises that have been made to us about a lot of different things are not coming to pass, at least not as of yet. So that leads me to believe that you've got to take responsibility for yourself, for your own actions, for your own life. You know, be prepared to help as many people as you can if you choose to. But I wouldn't blame you a bit for slamming the door in certain people's faces. Or like I said, in my case, I was like, sure, I'll help you, but you're going to sit down and you're going to listen because you didn't want to listen before, but now you're going to listen. That's the how do I say it? That's my condition. Okay? That's my condition. Does that make me a jerk? Probably. Does that, does that make me mean? Yeah, probably. But you know what? After years and years and years and years and years of doing this, it comes down to a point where it's like nothing is free in life. All right? So yeah, you're going to listen to me rant and rave, and you're going to listen to me tell you everything that you need to know about so you can get through these times. As much as I know to share with you that you can pass on if you want to, or you can ignore it or whatever, but you're still going to sit there and you're going to listen to it. I know, I'm mean, I'm a jerk, but hey, at least I'm an honest jerk. So, anyway, I guess that's pretty much all I have. One last thing, a friend sent to me. These truckers that are getting royally hosed over, they got to make a living, folks. They got to do something, right? So they're getting hosed over by their own companies. They're getting taken off the roads, whatever the case may be. Well, they got to do something. So they're basically looking for contract work, some of them. And there's a lot of military movements going on right now, a lot. I got somebody who's a friend of mine in the shipping industry, and they're telling me about a lot of military movements, and that truckers are basically signing up to move military equipment because they got to make a living. Whether they agree with it or don't agree with it, I'm not condoning it or disparaging them either way. I'm just saying this is what's happening, and people are going to do what they got to do to continue to pay their bills. And to, you know, a lot of these truckers, you know, they buy their own trucks. You know, I mean, they own their own vehicles, their own trucks. People may or may not know that. I mean, they invest their whole lives into their business, into their trucks. And when they get hosed over like this, they gotta do something to make ends meet. So be prepared. Be ready. As much as you can be. And One last thing, if you're looking for some a really good movie for you and your family, check out American Underdog, the Kurt Warner story. Really, really good movie. Very encouraging, very inspiring. You like sports like I do, you know. I tried out for an Arena League football team years ago. Didn't make it, obviously, but I didn't feel bad because, you know, a lot of college athletes and so forth didn't make it either, and people from other teams, and they wound up drafting a quarterback from another team, so I didn't feel bad at all that I didn't make it. But, you know, Kurt Warner, as we know, obviously did, you know, but his struggles and his trials, very, very inspiring, very encouraging story. So, good family film, you know, if you're just looking to kind of chill, relax, you know, be inspired and encouraged, watch American Underdog, the Kurt Warner story. Very good movie. So, all right, I think that's it. I've been stuck in wind for a while, walking the pail the whole time. So I'm just gonna continue to walk, get some more exercise, and hope you guys have a good and blessed day. And check out my community page if you want for the latest intel, information, whatever people are interested in. All right, and remember, participation trophies. They've done more damage than good. That's for sure. No doubt about it. All right, take care. Bye-bye.